Hello loves and welcome to this channel. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a priestess. It is so nice to meet you, to connect with you, reconnect with you. Welcome to GypsyCowgirlTarot. We are a pillar of light channel. All right, with all that being said, y'all have seen the title. You guys know why you're here. So this is going to be a quick message. This is a check-in for the divine masculines right now. Also for the divine feminines, just, so it's more than anything going to be confirmation of what you're already feeling in connection with your masculine on a soul level. Okay, like just kind of like what they're going through, what's going on, things like that. So there's a song by this country singer Cody Jinks, and the song is called No Words, and it's a love song, and it's about this man, right? And it's a song about this woman, and he just has no words. There's like literally like there's no words to, there's no words that exist to put into words how he feels and like what he's going through, and like just like how he feels, like how she holds this very beautiful space for him, even though in his perception of himself, he's some kind of fuck up. Like he literally is his own worst critic. He's hard on himself. He judges himself. He criticizes himself. And he feels like an F up. Like that's literally the vibe of the song. Like I've done this. I've been through this. Like, like she's basically this angel. She's this angel that helps him, that has helped him. It reminds me of Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash, like their love story. Like Johnny Cash was, at one point he had his first wife, and he, started getting more famous when he was obviously with his first wife. And that marriage was karmic. It was very karmic. She was very codependent, right? Like, if you like, I'm not just going off of like the movie. Like, by the way, the movie that with Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon, it's one of my all-time favorite movies. Both of them, I believe, won like Academy Awards or Oscars or whatever the hell for those roles, because they both did such a phenomenal job. Like, oh my gosh! So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But anyways, I'm tuning in for the masculine. So your divine masculine tuning in. This is going to be just like guidance and confirmation for you as to like what you've been kind of feeling and going through. But anyways, so the song is really significant because it's called No Words, and that's what the masculine, like that's what you guys are feeling right now towards your feminine. You're having a hard time gathering the words. Like you're having a hard time thinking of like what you would even say, even though it feels like you really want to say something, but it just feels like you are having a hard time finding the words, okay? The very first line and verse of that song, this is the most significant part. I just saw 333. Who else is seeing 333 like crazy? If you're seeing 333, drop 333 in the comments, you guys, because literally I'm seeing it like crazy. I even posted it earlier in my stories today because I was on Instagram for a moment, and the universe always puts things in front of us, right, that we need to see. And there was a post, and it was like another reader or something. I don't even follow this reader. They just like, I don't know, like they popped up. I don't know. But anyways, it was an oracle card, and the oracle card was 333, and it was something about like everything, basically like everything will happen for you like in the perfect moment. And I'm like, this is the moment. Like this is the moment right now. Okay, so divine masculines and feminines, for both of you guys who have been doing the work, like you've been releasing, you've been, you've really been soul searching with life. You've really been seeing from different points of views and perspectives, like where you felt caged before, you no longer feel caged, or you see a way out of the cage. Your higher perspective has presented you with a key that was invisible to you before. So you're in this prison or cage in life in one way or the next, whether it's a relationship or an addiction or a job, right? But you and your higher perspective and your ascension now with your heart and your third eye, you can see that key and you realize, oh my God, holy shit, I've been holding the key the whole time. I had it the whole time. It's very like 5 of Pentacles. There's this in the tarot deck, Light Seers Tarot, the 5 of Pentacles is like a girl and she's sitting on the floor and there's a door behind her that's shut, it's closed, and laying on the floor next to her, and she's got like her head in her hands and she's all sad. Literally laying on the floor next to her is this big key. So it's like a message of, it's right here. It's been here the whole time. You just got to get out of your own way and out of your own mind and ego and patterns to pick it up and, you know what I mean? But in the song, he says, my whole view of the world has changed. My whole view of the world has changed. But I guess that comes with age. So when he says, but I guess that comes with age, he's speaking of maturity. He's speaking of, I'm getting older, you know, the way I look at things is different. Like the things I want are different versus what I wanted 5 years ago, 20 years ago. Like there's a lot of really profound reflection. Do you see? My whole view of the world has changed. So masculines right now are in this place of transition, transformation. Okay, so the first message here is, I am resisting what I feel because I'm scared. I stay away to protect you. That's wild, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. I stay away from you so I can stay in my bubble and not have to change. Okay, so this is like a really beautiful perspective shift. This is, again, my whole view of the world has changed. Like, meaning not just the world globally or, you know, on a society or political level or whatever it is. It's my view of my world, my reality, my world. My whole view of my world has changed. Okay, when he says, or he or she, but I'm saying he, Emperor, I always go off of it like that. I stay away to protect you. Okay, the reason why I'm like, that's freaking wild is because because I got a download about this too. Okay, and I was gonna like talk about it. Thank you for reminding me. But I actually was gonna do a whole different video about this, and I still will. I still am. Because I'm talking not just to the people who are subscribed here on the channel already, but I'm talking to like all kinds of people out there on YouTube that will find this reading. It's rejection is protection. The download that I received today was that, like, the masculines are coming through. You guys, masculines, you guys are coming through to me and you're telling me, you're letting me know, like, I stayed away from her to protect her. I rejected, or I didn't open up for a lot of reasons, but mostly to protect her from me. Because like I said, the masculines, they are their own worst critic. They really base their, you know, their worth off of their success in life, how much money they make, you know, can they be counted on, you know, very like that kind of energy, you know, they really want, they like, oh yeah, sure, I'll help you. You know, oh, I need help moving out of my apartment this weekend. You know, would you help me? Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, can I pay you? No payment is needed. Buy me a pack of beer. You know, that's how a lot of masculine men are. You know, they are action oriented. They are the doer. They go, do. That's the electricity of the masculines. They are action. Okay. So the masculine stayed away to protect. I stay away to protect you. And I also stayed away because, you know, you scared the hell out of me. You scared the hell out of me. You scared me with your extreme love and kindness and understanding. You scared me when, you know, when we were talking about something maybe that we had different viewpoints on, but we didn't fight about it. We didn't argue. We didn't fight. I wasn't used to that. I'm used to people, you know, I'm used to the triggering. I'm used to the attacking. I'm used to the chaos. I didn't know what to do with someone who had a different point of view on something, but held space for me in my point of view at the same time. I didn't know what to do with that. I didn't know what to do with it. So I did nothing. I said nothing. I did nothing. I froze up. A lot of the masculines, your higher self is what you were tuning into in those moments. See, a lot of the feminines, they think it was just your ego and this and that, and that's not true. It was your higher self stepping in and saying, not now. Right now is not the moment. Right now is not the time. Because on a soul level, masculines, you also knew. See, you know, the feminines, you know, they're the way shower, right? So a lot of feminines get in their ego when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Meaning they can get into this space of distorted ego where they're like, it's like spiritual ego. It's like, well, you know, I've been self-loving and I've been doing this and I've been doing that. Like, where are they? You know? Or the feminine will hold resentment or anger or grudges towards the masculine because the masculine, you know, hasn't leveled up or isn't changing or coming forward. Like a lot of the femmes get into a space of like, well, I've been doing the work, so where are you and what are you doing? Okay? And like, that's not fair to you, masculine. It's not. Okay? So, you know, if you are connecting or you've had like off and on communication with your feminine and your feminine pushes any kind of anything on you, it's no wonder you run. And you can even feel it a mile away without physical contact because of the connection and the, you know, the energy that you feel. So you're good, masculine. You ran for a reason, because just like how the feminine triggered your shadow, you also did that for the feminine as well. You knew on a higher level, on the soul level, intuitively within on a soul level, you knew she wasn't ready. You knew she thought she was ready, but you knew she wasn't ready. And you knew you weren't ready. And you also felt that she was sitting in some kind of higher vibration than you were. And you felt, and that triggered your insecurity wounds and things like that, because, you know, you felt not good enough in this way or the next. I'm not on her level, you know, she'll figure me out, she'll see through, you know, the exterior. And once she does, and all of the, you know, all of the skeletons in the closet are revealed, she's not gonna want to be with me. You know, I'm not who she thinks I am. Like, that's okay. So you ran, or froze up or ghosted or whatever you did, okay? And there is no blame, okay? So masculine, I need you to know that. I need you to know that your empress, a true divine feminine empress who's vibrating at these levels, she will never hold anything like that against you. She will hold understanding, compassionate, loving space for you. No one can guarantee that she's going to want to be with you or pursue you or let you pursue her. But for most of you guys watching this, your feminine is still open. She is open to receiving you, which is why you're feeling the extreme pull towards her right now. The pull and the magnetism will get stronger when the time is right. Okay, like you guys will both be feeling it. Okay, so she's feeling it too, you're feeling it too. But anyways, I just had to like really explain all that. Okay, look at this, bottom of the deck, masculine. Confirmation for you guys that you are completing a huge karmic cycle. Everything that's going wrong in your life, anywhere where there's discomfort, unhappiness, uneasiness, tension, stress, anxiousness, especially if it's something that's self-inflicted, like drinking alcohol, okay? Like, let's say you're just like, I know it's not good for me. You know, I've always been a drinker. It's how I deal with stress. I always have a nightcap or 2 or 3. You know, I think a lot of you guys are getting healthier. Your higher self and your intuition is telling you like it's time, get healthier, pay attention to your physical body, your physical health. It's time to start working out. It's time to start jogging or start jogging again, things like that, right? But anyways, a lot of you guys, like, you're feeling the crunch. You're feeling the pressure of the universe, of God right now, trying to get you to move and complete these cycles, these huge cycles that you've been resisting for a long time. I'm turning the wheel of destiny. So, okay, like, I'm sorry. Like, it sounds like you guys, that's what you're doing. Okay, your whole view. My whole view of the world has changed. Everything has changed for you, masculine. Can it feel a little crazy? Can you feel like you're like going insane? And is this real? And what the hell am I getting all these crazy angel numbers? I'm seeing 1111 and 111 and 333 and 222 on the clock and on license plates and on billboards and in phone numbers. And everything's reminding me of my divine feminine, and I'm hearing her name, and I'm getting songs, and, you know, like, everything, right? Am I crazy? No, you are not. This is the way it works. This is the way it works. So to, you know, to all of us, you know, as we've been awakening and stuff, like, for me, I started my spiritual awakening back in 2016, and then I was fully activated by my twin flame at the end of 2020. And everything changed. My life completely changed after that. Completely changed. And that's what twin flame activations will do, especially for the feminine. The feminine will skyrocket into higher timelines, self-love, you know, spirituality, like all the things. But anyways, so you watched your feminine skyrocket. A lot of you, that's what happened. You watched your feminine change. Okay, like, a lot of you guys, it's like you didn't even recognize her or him, you know? But anyways, why was I saying that? I remember I was saying that, but I'm completing a huge cycle that I have been resisting for a long time. I'm turning the wheel of destiny. The wheel of destiny is universal forces on a very big level. It brings in, so masculines and feminines, and this is, again, for the masculines and feminines who have been doing the work. Like, you guys have gone through the separations, you left the karmic spouses or partners behind, or you're about to do that, or you're completing that cycle now. You know, you're getting healthier, you dropped the bad habit, you dropped smoking, you dropped drinking, whatever devil energies have had a grip on you, you know what I mean? People pleasing, unhealthy self boundaries, letting everyone just come in and just, you know, demand things or take things, you know, whether, or maybe a toxic career or job that's just been like draining you. I'm literally seeing for some of you guys out there, masculines, that your hair started falling out. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, am I going bald? You know, like men, like some men, they start getting the receding hairline, and you know what I mean? And what I'm being told to tell you, and this won't be for everyone, right? What I'm being told to tell you is it's literally the shit in your life that's making your hair fall out. It's not because you're going bald. It's because what I'm seeing, a lot of you guys have a good head of hair, okay? And I know this is like, it's not irrelevant though, because you guys need to hear this. Someone needs to hear this. More than one, because this is, for it to come through this strongly, it means there's a good number of you out there. Your hair is going gray, your hair is thinning, your hairs are falling out, you know? And I'm hearing some of these masculines thinking, like, baldness doesn't even run in my family. Like, no one in my family is bald. Like, we have thick hair, we have good hair, whatever. It's your karmic partner. It's you not taking care of your body. Okay, maybe your body's lacking nutrients and vitamins and, you know, protein or iron. I don't know. Okay, or it's the alcohol or something. I don't know. Okay, or it's your job, high levels of stress. I'm telling you, it's not because you're going bald. It's because of the shit. The wheel of destiny, though, so both feminine and masculines who are like, who this is for, like, you guys are like, I mean, your lives are changing. Money's gonna start flowing again. Money's a big one. And you guys, I'm telling you right now, It has nothing to do with the economy in that regard. Okay? We want to, as souls having a human experience, okay, and seeing from high perspectives, like we want to send love to the economy. We want to never send that fear and, oh my God, it's the worst, and oh my God, this, and eggs are so expensive, and everything is so expensive. The more that you say that, the more you're sending that out, and the more that it's going to stay and remain, because collectively, hella people are thinking like that, and they're all collectively putting those thought vibrations and fear vibrations back into the economy. So it's crazy, okay? So we want to send love, okay? We want to send love. We want to change that picture of reality with our third eyes and our hearts and our words, right? Okay, so anyways, going back to the money, a lot of you guys, like, you were hit hard financially this year or over the last year or something like that, okay? And it's not because of the economy. It's not because you have bad luck, okay? It's because for a lot of you, you've been resisting, like this card says, resisting. You were resisting completing these huge cycles. You were holding on for dear life. I don't know why. I mean, that's going to be person to person and situation to situation. But, you know, I think for a lot of you masculines, you feel like you just lost yourself. You felt like just kind of like giving up, like cut, like screw it. That's what I'm getting. Might as well just stay with my wife or my husband, or I might as well just, you know, I made my bed, I gotta lie in it, you know. I made vows, I made promises, till death do us part. Okay, that's bullshit. Those are excuses. Those are excuses. Those are nothing but excuses. And you've ran out of excuses, okay? Meaning like you see now, right? Look at this. Exactly. You see. Okay, so masculine's confirmation. Good job, mi amors. This means you guys flippin' did it. You learned the lesson. The wheel of destiny, the wheel of fortune, it doesn't turn. It will stay stuck as long as you are stuck. So when you get messages of the wheel is turning now, it means you're turning. You're moving forward. Okay? So congratulations, okay? I am awoken to this connection and to my truth. That's what you guys have been avoiding for a long time. That's why it's like my whole view of the world has changed. I'm now standing in my truth. I want to live a life in my truth. I want to live a life with someone that I feel truly connected with. There's no words to describe this connection or what I feel or what this connection even is. It's crazy. It's wild. And it is. You're right. But I want to wake up every day happy next to the person I truly love, or I want to wake up every day next to someone I truly love. You know what I mean? And we all deserve that. We all came here to live those lives. We didn't come here to be miserable and stuck and, you know, just living in comfort zones. And you know what I mean? We are, but you are. Because masculines, you really, really struggle with your self-worth. Way worse than the divine feminines for a lot of them. You guys are very hard on yourselves. You know why? Because you were programmed that way. Society has programmed you that way. Your parents programmed you that way. Your fathers programmed you that way because their fathers programmed that way. And so, okay, you know what I mean? Like, you stick it out. Marriage is hard work. Everything in life is hard, difficult. You got to be strong, you know? And although that is true, life is not the easiest, especially if you're a starseed light worker, etc. But when you awaken and you connect back to the soul and you start really tuning in with the law of attraction and you start doing healing work and shadow work and all the things, everything changes. And all those programs, those are lies. That's false. That is a false narrative to the false matrix. Okay. So I am awoken to this connection and to my truth. I no longer cling to outside validation and karmic energy. I don't care about what anyone says or thinks anymore. I am living for me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Abso-freaking-lutely masculine, okay? And then bottom of the deck, actually, you guys, I just did a message like yesterday, the day before, and it was literally for the masculine feminines. And it was like, the divine feminine has leveled up in a huge way. Like, something about like karmic partners being very jealous, but masculine protects, okay? Look at this. Because the energy, it keeps flowing through right now. That means a lot of masculines are ending stuff with karmics, or it's dwindling down to the last, you know, moments of them being together. And the karmic partners, a lot of them, they can pick up on something, or they know who the divine feminine is and they hate the feminine. They send evil eye. They have their friends hating feminine. They talk shit. They're evil eyeing. The masculine is protecting. So thank you, masculines, for protecting us, for protecting your feminines. You guys are such fucking badass warriors. We love you. I set up energetic protection from my karmic for you. I know that they are threatened by our connection. Okay? And then after that, you have Aries, Leo, Sag. This is all about fire, the fire energy of the fire element. Action, movement, passion, sensuality, sexual energy, like having this drive, being a leader, being confident. Phoenix, Phoenix rising from the fire, from the ashes. Flirt, heat, and purification. Holy shit, one more, you guys. Look at that, look at that. See, what did I say about seeing through the illusions of your world? My whole view of the world has changed. Look, last card. I can see through the illusions of my life, but I'm still clinging to the old story. So masculines, if you're watching this, right, whatever you're clinging to, you have transformed. It is time for you to level up, and you know this, and you know, you feel it. I'm not telling anything you don't know. Okay, so for those of you guys that are still clinging to these illusions, this is your wake-up call. This is your sign, among other signs that you're getting about this too. Like, it's time to go, or it's time to stop, or it's time to end, or it's time to walk away, or whatever this is, okay? I love you guys so much. Drop a comment down below, please. Let me know. That's where I get to connect with you guys and you know, see your reactions and how it connected and all the things. Divine Feminine, same thing. Thank you for liking and for, you know, subscribing, for being here with me. I love you guys. You're the reason why I'm here, so thank you. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you want a vent sesh, you just like you need to talk, or a general psychic reading, or a past life Akashic reading, an intuitive energetic quantum healing session, goddess challenge, everything's in the description box, you guys. Also, this Sunday on 5/4, May 4th, may the 4th be with you. For the 5/5 portal, we are going to Lemuria, and we are going to be working with Hathor, goddess Hathor, the Venusians, the Emerald Order of Ascended Masters, and obviously the Lemurians. So this is like, I don't know. I thought it was like our 15th workshop, but I don't know. I've lost track, you guys. I think maybe it might actually be like number 13. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. We've done a lot. Like, since I started being guided to do these workshops, so the Lemurians and the Venusians and Hathor, like, they came to me literally like 4 nights ago or something, and they were like, okay, we're gonna do this. And I don't know. We don't do the portal workshops every month on every portal that we have. We don't. And anyways, so if you guys want to sign up, tickets are only $44. If you've been to the workshops, you know, like, these are such a powerful, beautiful, radical, awesome experience in the quantum field, in the astral. And I'm telling you, you guys, like, the testimonies, the shares, like the experiences that people have, and the healings that occur, and the activations, and the calibrations, and the code, you know, the gifts that come through, or it's so crazy. It's so crazy. So anyways, if you want to join us, okay, it's over Zoom. It is recorded. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. A lot of people can't make them when we do the lives. That's cool. You'll get the recorded Zoom. We'll send it to you. And you tune into that as many times as you want. But whenever you tune in, you're there with us in real time, because time does not exist in the quantum field, in the 5th dimension, etc. Okay? So anyways, in the description box below, if you want to like read more about it and how to sign up, how to purchase your ticket, etc., all the info is in the description box. Also pinned in the comments for this video below is a video and information for it's the first spiritual retreat that I am ever co-hosting and even being a part of. We are going to the south of France, southern France, in, oh my gosh, Pyrenees, or I can never say, I always forget. But anyways, I'm co-hosting with two beloved souls who are divine union counterparts. John, the husband, is a walk-in soul. He came here to be beloved to Stellar, who is a high priestess songstress. Her voice carries the 432 Divine Mother healing frequency and codes. Like, she is just next level. They are dear soul family, dear friends of mine. We are working together, and I met them a few years ago, and it's just so but Stellar and John, Stellar's Magdalene Codex teachings and these retreats, these are not like any other of the Magdalene pilgrimages out there. And yes, although they are all beautiful, what we receive and the teachings, and even like the places that we're going, we are going to sacred sites that like everyone knows about and visits, but we are also going to sacred sites that Mary and Yeshua themselves guided Stellar and John to, okay, to find and discover, and they have. And so we will be going to stargates, energy vortexes, sacred pyramids, sacred waters, different things like that. But anyways, you guys, it's just next level. Everyone going is getting certified level 1 and level 2 in Stellar and John's Holy White Flame Temple training, which is very high level alchemical quantum healing technology. I mean, when you talk about the things that we did in ancient Egypt and even way back in Lemuria, Atlantis, on a quantum level, okay, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. So I am excited because I've been wanting to get certified with them in this temple training for like over a year, and it just hasn't lined up and hasn't happened. Well, now I know why, because I meant to be certified with all of you guys who are coming with us to France all together. So you can literally come back from France and you will be transformed. This is transforming. Stellar's teaching of the Magdalene Codexes are the true original codexes from billions of years ago, okay? There is nothing like it. There's nothing like it out there right now. But that's why she is opening up more of her sacred temple and teachings. And, you know, they've been doing these retreats all over the world for over 10 years. And they just moved from Ireland to the south of France over this last year. I'm actually the one that came to me and they were like, you know, we're being guided. Should we do it? And, you know, because I've been working as an oracle, as a seer for them for the last few years as well. And I'm like, yes, you need to go. You guys need to go. So anyways, they're there. They are absolutely where they're meant to be. But it's just so wild, the stuff that they've shared and the things that have happened and occur. And like, it's just so magical. So anyways, if you want to hear more, watch the video, email me. Keep in mind, you guys, that Stellar and John are beautiful, beautiful souls. And it is an honor and privilege to be doing this with them. But they are so loving and flexible when it comes to payment plans and making it affordable for you, for everyone. They never want money to be any kind of a block for your divine path, okay? So if you are truly feeling the soul call, then that means you're meant to be there with us, okay? So they are putting, you know, everyone's different who's coming. We have, I think, 11 people confirmed so far. But anyways, they're doing payment plans, you know, so whatever you're comfortable with, and they will work with you, okay? Like some people, it's like an 8-month plan. Some people, it's a 12-month plan. Some people, it's only a 5-month plan, you know? It just depends, okay? So I'm putting that out there because, you know, we want everyone to know that, all right? So anyways, we love you. And by the way, this retreat is for both masculine and feminines, okay? John holds beautiful space for the masculines, and we already have 2 divine masculines confirmed. And so far the rest is feminine women. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much, mi amores, for tuning in. I know that this is confirmation and will help you so much. I'm so proud of you. We are so blessed. The wheel is turning, and so it is. Aho.